Hi guys, मैं हूँ Stutee, here to review the latest Shabash Mithu. If Shabash Mithu was a bowl of soup, I would have said order 1 by 2. First half का सेवन करके सुख, शांति, प्रसन्नता, satisfaction सब मिलेगा आपको. This is a theatrical release, so thanks to the interval, it's easy to divide the film into two halves, where the first is Shabash and the second is Mithu. What happened? It's just amazing to see how different these two paths are. It almost feels like two different people directed it or envisioned it. अब ये बेस्ड है ऑन द लाइफ ऑफ फॉर्मर इंडियन वुमेन्स क्रिकेट टीम कैप्टन मिथाली राज. आजकल बॉलीवुड में बहुत बायोपिक्स बन रही है एंड जनरली द सब्जेक्ट ऑफ अ बायोपिक इज नेवर इन डाउट. Here too, it's a story that needs to be told. Her great contribution to the game, the records she made, her own glorious cricketing journey. तो इसे डायरेक्ट किया है श्रीजित मुखर्जी ने, लिखा है प्रिया एवन ने, एंड ऑन स्क्रीन तापसी पन्नू plays Mithali. The film goes straight for your heart. Okay, generally एक sports biopic का typical template बन गया है which now has become boring and predictable. We know there's going to be an underdog, फिर उसका training montage आएगा against हम सुखविंदर सिंह की आवाज़ में गाना, फिर nail biting finish of the match, final victory. We know the drill. यहाँ पे हम शुरू से शुरुआत करते हैं and so you meet young Mithu who becomes friends with a girl who's totally different from her, Noori. On screen, beautifully played by Inayat Verma and Kasturi. इन दोनों की वजह से you get some of the most heartwarming moments in the movie. It's about दोस्ती, it's about understanding the fact कि कितनी बड़ी बात है when you dream of taking up cricket in a country जहाँ पे अभी भी लड़कियों का क्रिकेट खेलना is considered strange या गलत. In fact, you see that dynamic play out in Mithali's own home where her elder brother is upset with her and wants to be a cricketer, whereas coach संपत यानी कि विजय राज को मिथु पसंद आई. अब ये सारे जो scenes हैं, when you see a tall Vijay Raj training a little Inayat Verma, and slowly when the young Mithu makes way for Taapsee Pannu as Mithali Raj, it's just a beautiful transition. You're totally with the movie. This is a long film, by the way. 2.5 hours से ज़्यादा है, and yet the first half is a breeze. आपको length पता भी नहीं चलेगी because you're just so invested. Also, Taapsee has the tough task of playing a character who doesn't express much. That is who this character is. And yet, Taapsee does a damn good job because उनके सारे feelings उनकी आंखों से नजर आ रहे हैं. So just the way she'll look down or she'll stare or the determination you can see in her eyes or the confusion you can see in just the way she, helplessly looks around when she doesn't know what to do. I'm literally talking about the first and the second half like these are two different films because that's how it felt. जो गलती आपने first half में नहीं की वही second में कर दी, तो खुद से ऐसी दुश्मनी क्यों करेगा? Generally, जब आपको एक character को build up करना होता है, the problem that arises is that no other character gets any भाव. Okay, everybody gets blurred out. That doesn't happen here. In the first half, you get to know not only about Mithali but her teammates, the struggles that they have gone through, या सीनियर और जूनियर प्लेयर के बीच में जो पावर डायनामिक है. Also, the shabby way in which the women's cricket team is being treated as compared to the men's, वो भी फालतू के डायलॉग से नहीं बताया हुआ है, वो दिखाते हैं. You see instances where the women are just so carelessly brushed aside and the men get all the limelight. और वो जो पेन है वो आप उन प्लेयर्स के चेहरे पे देख सकते हो. That Taapsee brings out so beautifully. In the second half, पिक्चर देखकर पॉपकॉर्न खरीद के जब आप आते हो यू रियलाइज कि यार ये एड चल रहा है क्या फॉर विमेंस कैल्शियम और समथिंग, बिकॉज when you have an actor of the caliber of Taapsee who's ready to emote and tell you all that there is to know about what is going through this character's mind, why would you have voiceovers जो आपको एकदम ही alien feel कराएंगे? Honestly, it felt second half में कि पिक्चर अपने ही characters को भूल गई. You have like scene after scene which are just random, cricket playing sequences where you can't distinguish one player from the other. You don't know what is happening and that just keeps going on and it pushes us further away. So जहाँ पे first half में you build that intimate bond, second half you're just watching, knowing कि अब ये फिल्म खत्म होगी, फिर सब सही हो जाएगा and you end up feeling nothing. So it's just a huge disappointment because the film was set up in this beautiful fashion and everything seemed right. And yet in the second half, when two characters are even talking to each other, तो आपको लगता है कि ये फिल्म का डायलॉग है. ऐसे नहीं लग रहा जैसे दो एक्चुअल इंसान एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे हैं. ऑल्सो अगर ये फिल्म है तो दिखाओ ना, बार बार बोलते क्यों? Why are there so many words, long monologues about what is happening when we clearly, by looking at the screen, know what is happening? तो इतना ट्रस्ट अगर ऑडियंस पे करते तो अच्छा होता. Honestly, for me, the first half was great. Okay, I'll go with a 4. The second was a disappointment. So, ठीक लगा देंगे. Overall, since this is at the end of the day one film, I'll have to go with 2.5 quints out of 5. Taapsee is great, and so are the performances by everyone else in the film. But I wish that in the second half they had more trust on their own actors and on the audience to understand. थोड़े डायलॉग्स और वॉइस ओवर्स कम होते और फिल्म और इमोशंस ज़्यादा होते तो हमें ज़्यादा मज़ा आता. आई होप दिस रिव्यू वॉज हेल्पफुल. डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक इट, share it and subscribe to the Quint. Also, don't forget to like my page on Facebook. It's called Stutee on the Quint to know what's the latest movie that you must watch and which ones to avoid.